The Last Steal unveils a compelling tale of redemption as 5 former thieves, now embraced by the village as noble figures, share a hidden past. The camaraderie among these once unlikely brothers is heartwarming, and their transformation from notorious thieves to hard-working farmers adds depth to the narrative. The story takes a captivating turn when they reminisce about their thieving days, revealing the art and thrill of their past exploits. The dialogue between the characters adds humor and a sense of camaraderie, making The Last Steal an engaging and thought-provoking read. We are providing the story in many parts. Hope you will amused by this story, and PLZ subscribe my YouTube channel. Who is the old lady? Asked the beggar in surprise. I tell you all now, I don't remember how many years ago it was when I committed the last theft in my life, but it must have been about as many days as Robert told me yesterday, for I was quite young at that time, but like Robert, I first had no partner in this work. I always went out alone to steal in the village where I lived. An elderly woman had a large herd. Several brothers had tried their luck here before me, but they did not get any special wealth. A 2 had been planning to try my luck here for a long time. Then slowly, as the thought gripped my skull, it seemed as if someone was pushing me from inside that go to the old lady, there the goods are just waiting for you. It became a challenge for me to steal from the old lady. In the end, I took a job with them, with the idea of getting a good knowledge first, so that my hand would not be left out. Well, whatever you say, but let me tell you the truth about one thing. I have not stolen even a grain from there in all the days I have been working with them. My heart never believed in this. This is an open deception, is it not? Come on, carry on, is the big believer of somewhere, Grayson joked. Well, during the days of employment with the elderly lady, what would I know about the wealth kept by her? Maybe even the devil would not know about it. Yes, it was definitely found out that she was such a strong and elegant woman that only an astrologer could tell where her valuables were kept. How many times she would get angry over something as simple as a small pitcher on a water platform. Why was it placed on the reverse hand instead of the straight hand? She could lay the bedsheet as straight as she could. It didn't matter to anyone else whether a corner was left high or low, or a slot showed wrinkles. Still, after doing the job, I was able to understand that if she had any wealth, where would she have kept it? In one such closet, some of his belongings were kept, which no one in the house was allowed to see. In the door of the closet, there used to be a big lock in the rust of the age of the first man in the world. The keys of the rest of the locks of the house were fixed in such places that their marks on the walls under the nails were visible from a distance. But the outside and inside keys of this closet were always tied in his belt. The bunch of new, old, small, big, and strange keys that used to be tied to his belt would be less burden than the broken string that some people hang around the neck of a buffalo. As many times a day as they visit him, as soon as she entered the closet, she would first carefully lock it from the inside. I was also convinced that without lighting a lamp, nothing would be visible in this room even during the day. After working for 2 or 4 months, I left my job with an elderly lady. The old lady faithfully counted every penny of me, and I disappeared from the village. On the way, in the back alley, I got a good idea of the place where I had to tunnel. After about 6 months, finally one evening I decided to do the work that I had been looking forward to for years. The nights are shorter in summer. I started my work around midnight. After 1.5 to 2 hours, I made a beautiful tunnel and reached the closet, lit a match, and saw a mustard oil lamp in the niche. But as soon as the light came, my head became dizzy. This room could be called a whole warehouse. Innumerable tracks, small boxes, pots, bales, I don't know what sacks, bags were piled neatly on top of each other. Thanks for watching. Now wait for the next part, and stay connected with us.